You see the way they show dry lands in Uko.
Like looking so brown and just red soil.
Red soil, cows dying. That's how, that's how I imagined. That's how I imagined Kamba.
Yeah, those things are the ones which held me back a bit, but not because there was something wrong, like I didn't want you to move in.
It's just taking time. The first month goes, second, third, fourth, and it got to a point where you are now not communicating because we had already said we need to do this, you need to do this, but then you just went mute.
Because I remember when you came, the first things I started teaching you was how to drive.
Yes.
Yeah, I needed you to learn how to drive because I knew your car was just around the corner and things like those.
So I was just like, I don't think I should be even talking to you anymore. So I was just like, I need to take a step back. You presented all these things and you're not delivering them. So it was heartbreaking. Hello everyone, welcome back to Daddy
Daughter Podcast.
We've just realized we never say our names here.
Yes.
So every time anyone meets us out there, they're just like, oh, we know your podcast, but they don't even know our names. So
yeah, so either you don't watch our intro, which has our names, or today we just have to say our names.
We usually don't say our names on our intro.
We have names on our intro.
Oh,
yeah,
our
there's a
intro
montage
video.
Yes, our intro montage.
Oh, just the montage. But okay. Yeah. So my name is Aurelian.
And I'm the daddy, Flavian.
Yes. So on to today's topic. Are you gonna introduce the topic for us?
No, you go ahead and introduce.
Before we introduce the topic, so today when I was going to dress up, my dad was like, "Oh, so what are you gonna wear?" I want to wear a white T-shirt.
Then it turned out
I had planned to wear this off-white top, so we are kind of matching unintentionally.
Yeah, and you're looking good. You're
Thank
looking
you.
gorge.
You're looking neat.
Thank you.
You even had a small haircut. I don't know if you can notice, but if you've been here from the beginning,
yeah, you can notice
know.
I've trimmed my hair.
Yes, you see he's trimmed his hair. So you're looking neat.
Yeah. It just needed to get the broken ends trimmed. Not because some people said, oh, daddy needs a haircut.
No, and by the way, this has been after 2 years. You've not trimmed your hair in 2 years. Gosh.
Yes.
Anyway, on to today's episode, we are talking about why it took us 1 year before we started staying together. We are continuing with our Meeting My Dad series. So after we met for the first time, it was in like February.
Yeah.
So after that, it took almost a whole year because I came to stay with you in
September.
So November, December?
Yeah, I think you fully moved in
around
before Christmas?
Yeah, just around November before Christmas.
Yeah.
So yeah, it took almost a year before we started staying together. So we want to explain why was that. So we are just bringing you into our business.
Yeah, we are giving you this is the unfiltered tea season.
Yes, giving tea that you didn't even ask for.
Yes.
Anyway, so why was that?
At first, it was not supposed to be like that. But unajua hii shida ya economy. So it got to a point where I was literally caught in between either I take you to college or I spent cash in doing the traditional shebang. So I chose, since you really needed to go to college, you'd rather stay where you are at that time, and then I pay the school fees, and then these other traditional shenanigans can catch up. So I felt very strongly that you needed to go to school, and these other traditional cultural stuff could wait because that was not very urgent.
Yes.
Then in the process now, it took a bit of time because I was trying to put some resources together so that we can be able to make other people happy so that they allow you to come and stay with me.
Yeah.
Did you feel abandoned, or what was going through your mind at that time? Because I remember we used to talk and at that time, you know, you're a very nice girl. It's not like you're not a nice girl right now, but you were a yes girl to daddy.
You had not taught me how to be very open and very confident when confronting things.
Yes.
So it's like, yeah, no, yes, no.
Yeah, so what was going on in your mind?
At that time, you see, when we met, we started talking about all these plans. So when you came into my life, you're like, yeah, I need you to come start staying with me. I need you to go to college. So we already had these plans. You already came with these plans that I didn't ask for. You get?
Yeah.
It's like when you start a relationship, I don't know why men do this, honestly. Like when they come into your life, wamekupata tu you okay. So they start promising, yeah, I will give you the whole world. I will give you blah blah blah. I never asked for this. Then you don't even deliver. Like you could have just zipped it from the beginning. But anyway, so in this situation, that was kind of what happened.
Yeah.
So you came in my life, you're like, when you come, like, I need you to come stay with me. I need you to come start doing this. So we already had all these plans.
Yeah.
You were excited to meet me. I was like your little project. So you were really eager to teach me everything you wanted,
Yeah.
including fashion, including even this camera work. You're the one who made me love social media. So you had all that plan.
Yeah.
And the way you presented to me, it was so exciting, honestly. So I was just like, yeah, I really want to now come stay with you.
Okay.
Even considering the fact that I've already thought about it. I know the dynamics. If you watched the last episode, you'll know the dynamics. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm excited to come stay with you. But then it's just taking time. The first month goes, second, third, fourth, and it got to a point where you are now not communicating because we had already said we need to do this, you need to do this, but then you just went mute. So it's like, okay, are you abandoning me? Like, did I become too much at some point? So yes, I felt a bit abandoned. Not a bit, actually I felt abandoned. I was like, I don't think I should even be talking to this man anymore. This man who claims to be my dad, as much as we look alike. So I was just like, I don't think I should be even talking to you anymore. So I was just like, I need to take a step back. You presented all these things and you're not delivering them. So it was heartbreaking, honestly. It was taking a lot of time and it was heartbreaking, both to me, even I think my mom as well. Not because I was a burden to her, but yes, she was excited about the whole journey that was ahead of me.
Yeah, but here I am. I've come promised, you know, I had a pitch deck that was so convincing.
Jesus.
And then I go under.
You're just like, who told you to come with all these things and now you can't even deliver them? What's wrong with men, surely?
Yeah. But actually, that was absolutely not the issue. Half of the time, I was just trying to protect you from things that were going to happen because I thought every time I communicate to you, you need to hear a certain, you're coming to stay with me like tomorrow.
Yes.
And then here I am, I know clearly you're not coming to stay with me in this day. So because of, let me say, circumstances which are sort of, I cannot mention here, I thought the best thing is to stay mute for a bit until I'm able to get everything together or sort of under control. Or something like that. Like I just felt that some things I needed to get them under control, and then you can be able to now, move in with us.
Do you think it was about your nature of being a perfectionist? So you wanted everything to be perfect before I moved in?
Yeah, that also contributed because I thought maybe, you know, when you come, some certain things just need to be perfect. I even knew when you come, by the way, probably things like even you because I remember when you came, the first things I started teaching you was how to drive.
Yes.
Yeah, I needed you to learn how to drive because I knew your car was just around the corner and things like those. Yeah, those things are the ones which held me back a bit, but not
Yeah.
because there was something wrong, like I didn't want you to move in. Yeah, and as a result, it made you feel like, eek, this
You
guy is overpromising.
overpromised. Oops. Yes, so it looked like you overpromised. So
Yeah.
I think, yes, we'll continue expounding on this overpromising thing because
Yeah.
it has affected us as well right now.
Yep.
After everything, after feeling the abandonment, after joining school, because that whole year I had to join school. After joining school, oh, by there you came. You see, there was something that was happening in your life since it was the first time you being in my life, and we are just two confused people trying to know each other. Even
Yeah.
joining university, you were just like, yeah, now you've gone to take the application letter.
Yeah.
They've accepted you, so you can just go. Then I was just like, no, you need to come with me.
Yes.
Because I wanted that moment of the first time you taking me to school.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we took a selfie together, but I just remember you taking a picture of me.
Oh yeah, I took some photos of you. I don't know whether we took a selfie together. Yeah, but we went through all that process, and it was
Yes.
quite an exciting process because I felt like, well, the most interesting part is, this was like the first time I was doing it.
Yes, because I
Yeah,
remember
in my life.
you didn't feel like it was very important for you to come
Yeah.
for my first day of uni. So growing up, those are some of the things I wanted you to do in my life, because when I started high school, my stepdad and my mom were there for me. They took me to school. So now I'm going to uni. I expected you to do these
To
things,
step
and I
up
thought,
and come through like the dad I'm supposed to be.
yes, and I thought it would
Yeah.
just come naturally because, of course, you're supposed to take me for my first day of uni, but then you're just like, oh, do I have to come? What do you mean, do you have to come?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was it. But then at the end of the day,
I came.
time
Yeah.
came, you came to school.
Yes.
And it was exciting. I'll never forget that. I even remember how I had dressed that day.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember with your pink t-shirt and everything.
Oh, yeah, you still remember.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
sometimes
How
you
can I
feel-
forget?
Oh, sometimes you forget things.
Yeah, I know sometimes I forget things, but there are some milestones in my life that I can never forget.
Yeah.
And that one was one of them. Yeah, and just seeing you now join campus, and yeah, even the second time when you were joining, the second campus, when you're joining Daystar, I remember it was so exciting because when we were getting into the gate and
Our
there
Daystar
was
culture.
the Daystar culture, the freshman songs and everything.
Yeah.
The welcome was so heartwarming. Yeah,
Yes.
it was nice. It was really beautiful.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, it got to time where we had now to go to Shags, getting to go to my now home.
Yeah.
Knowing now I'm Kamba, I'm going home. I had all the stereotypes. You see, online sometimes, you guys make people think Ukambani is dry. Like I think from what I had gotten online and just how people talk about Ukambani,
Yeah.
it is dry. So I was expecting, you see the way they show dry lands in Uko.
Like looking so brown and just
Yeah.
red soil.
Red soil, cows dying. That's how I imagined. That's how I imagined Kamba. Then I had been told, oh, it's not that far. You see the way Kamba is usually just like, yeah, Nova. So I knew Simbali. So,
But for real, it's not far. It's just that I think
okay,
you
I
guys
did
for
think
some
it
reason.
was gonna take like 4 hours or 3 hours.
Well,
I knew, you see, using a matatu is different.
Yeah.
So I didn't know because you guys had already said it's just here. So
1.5 hours.
yeah, I knew it should take a short distance, a short time. So every time in a matatu, we're just like, tumefika, apana, ni hapa tu. And everyone, I don't know, everyone was just like, ni hapa tu, ni hapa tu.
Yeah.
So how did you feel coming, like introducing me to now your home?
Yeah, it was just one of the most beautiful moments because I even remember my dad. Yeah, he was so smiles. Yeah, and my mom was so happy to see their granddaughter. Yeah, it was so exciting. And I remember also, yeah, just showing you around where we live and the little stream which still had
Yeah.
water flowing.
Yes.
So it was such an exciting thing, the prayers.
No, I've just remembered my outfit. By the way, my mom is extra. My mom had shared me some kitenge. I was looking like a very holy, neat girl. I was actually. So niko na kitenge yangu ingine hapo refu kutoka juu mpaka chini.
Yeah.
With like a jacket. So I was looking really neat. And I remember I had gone to the salon a day before to just make my hair and make sure when I'm getting to our home, I'm
Yeah,
looking
you're looking
very
really
neat.
beautiful.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it was a really exciting experience. Not the culture shock, but just the shock of seeing, oh, this place is green. But they actually Ukambani, some parts of Ukambani, they're green.
Okay, our part of Ukambani is very green.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just going and seeing how green the place was, it was promising. And just like, at least Penyanenda.
Yeah, you felt like you belong there now.
Yeah, at least, you see, when you compare to Western, it's kind of the same because it's green.
Yeah.
So it was nice seeing Grandpa, and you see, I have slightly big ears, and my great grandma used to really joke about it. Alikuwa anashindaga every time ilikuwa ananitease about my big ears. So she'd just be like, "Why, mama? We don't have such big ears. Ndipenye ulitoka."
Yeah,
So
now
it was-
getting the validation from your
Yeah.
grandpa that he has
By the way, he had big ears,
earlobes,
so I'm just like, now I know where my earlobes, why I have big earlobes. It was affirming because when I met you, yours are not as big as mine.
yeah.
So I was like, I belong. I don't need a DNA. Now I know where these features come from.
But you know, me growing up when I was a little kid, my ears were really big, and kids used to
Maybe
bully
because
me
you had
and
a
laugh
small
at me.
head growing up.
Yeah, I had a small, tiny head. Yeah, so it was very exciting to just now get your grandma and the other entourage that you came with to just present you to my dad and to me. It was very exciting, you know.
Yeah.
And my dad was so happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Grandpa was the most sweetest human being I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And he was really trying to communicate with me. It was really fun. And just seeing, it was the adrenaline, the kind of excitement of everyone around you just speaking Kamba.
Yeah.
It felt really good, like I belong.
Yeah.
Now I know where I come from, so no one can tell me, because I've had identity issues growing up.
Okay.
So right now, I was just feeling like right now, no one can tell me nothing. I know I'm Kamba, so if you don't agree with my Kamba genes, I can tell you, yeah, I'm Luya, either Luya or Kamba. So I now knew where I was coming from. It was nice to see where you grew up.
Yeah.
And just seeing the environment and my uncles and aunties. It was really, really exciting. And I think it's one of the days I'll never forget.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
that's one of the most beautiful memories also in my life.
yes, so for our next episode, we are going to talk about now coming to stay with you, because that the same day after the introduction, after we went to Shags, I didn't go back home. I came to stay
Straight
with
to
you.
my place.
Straight to your place at night. So yeah, but maybe the last question should be that I would want to ask you, from the whole experience of waiting for a whole year before coming to stay with you, what did you learn from that?
One of the biggest lessons was I needed to engage you more and keep you updated, rather also be able to talk to you openly and just keep you in the know of whatever is happening and also pick your brain. because I realized through picking your brain, we were able to actually come up with solutions that worked. Yeah, so me keeping quiet and trying to figure out everything on my own, that was not cool. But when I picked your brain and then I was able to also talk to your mom, then we were able to find a solution that really worked for all the parties. Yeah, so that was my biggest lesson. And yeah, that's what we carried on even when you came now to stay with me. Yeah, I believe we've been talking openly and being able to just have those really deep conversations.
Yes. The biggest lesson I learned was communication. It's very important to communicate. Whether you just met your parent, whether it's your dad or mom, it is really good to communicate, because I didn't know what was going on at your end and you didn't know how I was feeling. So it was sort of affecting our relationship unknowingly. And I think by learning the importance of how to communicate openly, it has made us become even more closer right now, because we talk about anything and everything, and that's what has kept us going. That's what has kept us very strong. Yeah. So, and also trusting God, because sometimes you never know what's going on. Just praying and trusting in God, because some decisions are usually hard. So if whoever you pray to, whatever you believe in, so maybe I believe in God, so just praying about it and believing in God that whatever happens, and that everything that is going to happen, it is for his own will, and it will be like what God has planned for me. Yeah, it was important for me to learn that. So this round I feel like I've talked too much, but anyway, from the last episodes we've been having on YouTube, now we have comments on YouTube. Makofi.
Yeah, thank you for your comments.
Yes.
Really beautiful comments.
Now we have comments on YouTube we can read to you guys. Oh my God, we've been wanting to have engagement on our YouTube, and now we can read all those comments. Ooh.
Yeah.
One of our cousin commented, when I was sent your photos by your dad, I just told him twende tuchukue mtoto wetu. It was one of the happiest day, and was happy for my brother reuniting with his daughter. That's so cute.
Yeah, it is. Thank you so much. You know yourself. Yeah.
Then there's someone else who said, I've never met my dad, and pia mimi I have never met my dad, and pia mimi niusikia story and imagine my shosh told me when I was 20 that he lives in Thika right now. I'm 26, but still afraid to ask my mom about him. Imefika place that's my girlfriend who become my mom best friend told me that he will ask her, ndio nisiwahi fikiria tena. But okay, what would you advise this person?
Yeah, I think, well, the girlfriend is doing a good job by just pushing. Don't take too much time. Introduce yourself to your dad and let everything flow from there. You never know. Yeah, so time is very precious. Just go for it right now. And
take the risk.
You
never know what will come out of it. So just take the risk, honestly.
Yep.
Ask your mom. This is the problem of having very strict parents. Now, when you want to have these conversations, how do you talk to them?
Yes.
So please, parents, stop being too strict. Let us have these conversations.
Yeah. Be flexible with your kids.
Yes. Someone said, I lost my amazing father like 7 months ago, and I'm still in disbelief. Watching you bring so much joy, and I can't stop appreciating the moment I had him in my life. I would say I'm happy that, or I'm glad that these videos are bringing you joy. So yeah, it's good that you're having a bit of fun watching our relationship. And sorry to you, may you feel or get comforted in this season.
Well, on to the next comment, and this one I really love. It says, better late than never. Present parenting is the best thing, no matter how long it takes.
Yes.
Love hearts. Yeah, I really love that, because it just sums it up for us. No matter whatever happened before, when we were able when God decided, okay, this is the time you guys are going to meet up, we took that opportunity and ran with it. And we are still growing, and we're never going to stop growing. So, yeah, cheers to present parenting.
Yes, so that's the end of our episode. Thank you so much for getting to the end of this episode. And please comment if you want us to be saying the names of the people who have commented when we are sharing the comments, or we just keep it the way we've done it.
Yeah.
And please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Those people who are coming from TikTok, we love you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting us. We know TikTok is very fun, so you just coming out of your scrolling to come to YouTube and watch us, we don't take you for granted. So yeah, till the next one.
Bye.